I'm in Palm Desert, California, which is a very, very, very special place where I used to grow up. I left San Diego at the age of 8, almost 9 years old. And I lived in Indio, which is where the Coachella Music Festival is. I lived in North Indio, and then I lived in Palm Desert most of the time here in my time in the Coachella Valley. And this little segment of the Palm Desert Recreation Center and these baseball fields, the swim area, the summer camp I went to, all has a very integral part of my life. And then you just go down the road, and then there's Sacred Heart, which is a private Catholic middle school that I went to, and then Palm Desert Charter, where I finished up middle school, and then I went to Palm Desert High School for freshman year. And then when I was around 14, almost 15 years old, I moved to Sioux City, Iowa. Imagine how much of a jump it is for this little kid in the foster care system. Mind you, moving a lot in the foster system in San Diego, and then moving out from San Diego to like this, which is the desert. It's a very beautiful area, but the summers can get to like 110 degrees. And then from this, it's a very beautiful place, but it's very hot, to the Midwest of Sioux City, Iowa, which is this tri-state area of South Dakota, Iowa, and Nebraska. Somehow I ended up there. And then I said, you know what? I don't want to stay here. And all signs led to joining the Air Force, which I still wonder why I did that. I'm glad I did. It allows me to have the life I have now. And then I left the military, or I joined the military. And then I said I wanted to travel the world. I want to go to Korea. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Italy. I wanted to go to Germany. And then I ended up in Idaho. And I was like, can I get somewhere warmer? And they said, how about Tucson, Arizona? And I was like, okay. And then 6.5 years later, I left service. So here I am now at 25 years old. And I'm just sort of retracing my steps, because I'm trying to retrace my steps and figure out what happened, where it happened in my childhood, that something wasn't right. And I'm sitting in the grass of this baseball field where I used to practice. I was in Little League Baseball. As I was driving down, there were so many like random memories that I just forgot I even had. Ton of stuff that I totally forgot that I remembered until like it clicked. I was going down Highway 74 because I was driving through San Diego, through Mount San Jacinto, and driving down my old street I used to live on, and just going down Highway 111, and I realized that this part of the world is actually very easy to navigate. You just have to know like the main streets. but especially Palm Desert. Like we lived in this kind of small bubble in Palm Desert, within the foothills of Palm Desert, and then El Paseo, and then just main streets. So this whole little segment to me has a very special place in my heart. And so I'm doing, the premise of this whole video is that I'm just retracing my steps, and I just finally had the urge to just make a video and just hit record, and now here I am on these baseball fields. And as I'm walking around, I just see a younger me. I just see I see just this little boy with a lot of energy, wild child, and that little wild child never lost their light, despite being in the Child Protective Services, despite being in the Midwest and everyone thought I was gay, and I was like trying to figure out what it was. I knew what it was, but I was like trying to like healthily explore who I was. And then I joined the military. You know, after things like that, some people can really tend to lose their light. They can like lose their spark, kind of forget who they are. And a part of me never lost that. And a part of me has lost that. And I haven't made these segmented videos yet, but just the other week I went to Tucson, Arizona, and talk about retracing steps. That's a very easy segue for me because I live in San Diego now, but I about 6-ish months ago, I moved to San Diego from Tucson. I left the military. And as I was going around Tucson, I would also see like younger version of me. Now, mind you, it was like 22, 23, 24-year-old me. And just like trying their best. Just trying their best. And I'm so grateful and so blessed to be literally laying down. Like I laid down, I sat down, and then I just like, and then something in me was like, record a video. And this grass feels amazing. This is where it began. Me and one of my best friends were in Little League together, and here it is. And I just remember being in the outfield and I remember seeing the sun go down, and I just remember that row of trees and chewing gum and chewing sunflower seeds. And I was in summer, we would go to my mom would drop me off at this rec center right here. And about every day, we would walk just right there, not very far. And almost every day in the summer, we would go into that rec center, and I would swim. And I would swim and swim and swim. And that's how I managed to survive out here in the summers, because it gets to 110 degrees. And if you're not like soaking your body in water when it's that hot outside, you're going to go crazy. You're just going to go crazy. So the point of all this is that I'm just retracing my steps because I really want to heal my childhood. I really just want to heal. I've got a lot of issues, and I know that, and it's really affected my relationship with my parents, and it's affected my relationship with friends and family, and I could give an excuse all day long. I could play the victim card because I have all the victim cards. I could play the victim card, I could pull one out, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to be a stronger human being. Maybe I wasn't the perfect kid, and maybe I didn't have the perfect parents, or maybe I didn't have the best of friends in high school that probably trickled down to me not choosing the best kind of friends or partners or whatever for me as an adult. So being 25, I want to go back in time here. And what I have found that really helps me, that this life coach of mine, her name is Masha. I love her very much. And she taught me this meditation called Ho'oponopono. And I have a little set of prayer beads right here. Should be 108. And you simply say 4 statements. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And you keep doing that. 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 And then next thing you know, some things in your brain start to click and shift in a very, very, very beautiful way. So I was going to go into this tree that I climbed often near where I live, and next to the church I'd go to, and next to the place where I'd go. So I'd go to this church youth group every Wednesday, and then I believe every Thursday I would go to Boy Scouts. And I realized maybe I didn't have the most perfect upbringing, but I'm realizing as an adult now, kind of traveling through this part of California, this very beautiful, very, very gorgeous, holy cow, very gorgeous part of Southern California, that wow, maybe I didn't have the most perfect life, but man, it had a lot of blessings. It had a lot of blessings. And maybe I was just a very broken child, and it has had a lot of effects on me today. But I am so proud of myself for healing and doing the inner work. And I need to move this notification. And I just feel like I have to give some words. And it's been almost 14 minutes in this video. And I'm very blessed, very, very grateful and blessed to essentially have this free trip to Palm Springs and be in this aviation expo where my ticket was like very cheap because I'm a student pilot, and been able to connect with some people at United Airlines, and been able to connect with all sorts of LGBT, especially trans pilots, and be a part of the community. And then also I've caught up with some people here that I haven't seen in over a decade, and had some just very, very insightful, very beautiful conversation that I'm just going to carry with me. And I really hope that, and I think that a part of me is healed. I would say that a part of me is very healed, and I'm recognizing little patterns of how hiding the Hunger Games book under my nightstand because my mom didn't want me to read the Hunger Games books, but I still read them, manifested into something way bigger and way out of proportion, and sneaking little Twix Twix chocolate, little snack size Twix chocolate bars in my glasses case so I could have sugar during summer camp here at this rec center. And oh my gosh, I loved to play. I just loved to play. I loved to swim in the water, and I loved to play, and I loved to be active. And I was a very wild, energetic, very theatrical little kid, and I don't want to lose sight of that. And a lot of people have told me I'm too much energy, or my laugh is too loud, or a lot of people have really, really, really tried to dim my light. From like grade school to like losers that I was in school with in the Midwest. God. And then especially like people in the military, people in fucking Idaho. And they tried to dim my light so much that I almost made me question my self-worth. And I'm very glad to be here. I don't want to sort of point fingers or put blame or play the victim. I shared that a little bit just to give some further context of where I'm coming from. And a lot of people that I've met in life, and like face to face, have really suggested like I do a podcast, or I write a book, or I continue to share my story, sort of unfiltered, sort of unedited. And I just want to say hello, world. This is me. This is me. And I'm very glad I lived here. I'm very glad I had that Midwest experience. If I grew up in San Diego my whole life, I don't know how my life would have been. Probably would have been a lot different if I grew up in North County, San Diego my whole life, maybe. But that's not the case for me. It was all the way from Chula Vista to Escondido, and just have moved a lot. And tonight I'm driving back to San Diego, and I love San Diego. It's always going to be home for me. But I did this aviation expo, and I don't think that I want to be a pilot right now. I definitely don't want to fly for the airlines. It just doesn't seem, it seems cool, and I probably would be good at it, and it would probably pay very well. But I have a feeling that, money, I've always been okay somehow I've always been okay. And I think that I'm in this very blessed position just to make more art and do this backtracking. And I feel like now I've done a lot of like the old inner childhood work where I feel like I can move forward into the next thing I want. Next thing I want to do, really, really, really want to do, is travel. So I just really want to thank you for sticking around and giving me 20 minutes of your time. It means so much to me. It really, really means so much to me. If you do watch this video the whole way, it might be like 5 people in my life. It might grow to be 50 people in my life, and I think no matter what, I'm just very grateful for it all.